Greetings Earthlings and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you could come by for a visit. We'll get to this week's video right after this. Alright y'all, today is May the 2nd and yesterday was an important day because yesterday was the day that we completed our 13-day dry camping adventure. And let me tell you, I know a lot of y'all love dry camping, but my wife said it is not for her. In fact, she told me when we were leaving, don't ever bring me back to a place like this again. So I have been given specific marching orders. No more dry camping. We have to have water, sewer, and electric. So I guess we're full hookup campers from now on. So I didn't really have a problem with it, but we did. It was a couple challenges that we met along the way. We ran out of diesel fuel. Actually, you know, my rig will only go down to a quarter of a tank before it shuts off the boiler and the generator. It won't run those anything but the motor once it gets down to a quarter of a tank. Give you time to get back to the fuel station and fill up. So we got to that point. So we had to pick up and go into town and pay today's prices for diesel. So not a pleasant experience. I put $300 worth of diesel in there and it brought me up to a half a tank. Well, we got back to the campground, and then while on the way out, I decided, you know what, we're getting kind of close on the tanks. So I went ahead and emptied my gray and black tank on the way out. And then, as fate would have it, the restroom facility that's in the park where we were at, the Elk Creek in Curricanti National Forest in Colorado, that park actually has a hose bib on the outside of the restroom. So and an ample spot where my rig would fit pulled out of the road in front of there. So I pulled over there and filled up my water tank. So thought we would be fine. Didn't even need to conserve anymore because we had already made it a week and we still had water. So, but that was a plan that went awry because we actually ran out of water again on the 30th, sometime in the morning. So we went most of the day on the 30th, and then yesterday, well, we went the whole day on the 30th with no water, and then yesterday until 12 when we left, we had no water. So and then we come 4 miles down the street to where we're at now, which is Thousand Trails Blue Mesa Ranch. And like I say, it's about 4 miles. In fact, if you look over my shoulder, you can still see Blue Mesa Reservoir down there in the distance. So we're 4 miles down the road and the reservoir's still getting it. So it's a big reservoir. So, but you know, you don't know these things until you try. So we tried, we succeeded. Well, we won't be trying again, apparently. So it was a good time. She made the best of it, and I'll tell you what, though, she was so miserable staying there. I had to take her on a 2-mile drive. I had to take her on a 2-hour drive to go to an Asian market. And when she got into the Asian market, she was happy like it was her birthday again. So that was a worthwhile trip. So. But it was a long trip to go to the grocery store, but you know, yeah, you do what you do. So I guess also this is the first video for my little modified introduction or intro. So put in the comments, what do you think about the intro? Is it cute? Is it ridiculous? And those that are going to put in the comments, oh, you used AI. I know that. I did it. You don't have to tell me that I used AI. I was there. For some reason, there's a few people out there that find it necessary to comment and say, you used AI. Like I didn't know that. I don't get it. So At any rate, I did use AI to come up with that little augmentation on my original. So hopefully, I'm gonna continue to tinker with that because I find that pretty interesting. So we haven't had a chance to really tour the campground yet, but we have seen that they have an indoor pool and a hot tub, and they have an outdoor pool that's not filled up yet. And the indoor pool, it's clear. It's so clear you can see all the algae on the bottom. So apparently, I don't know whether they don't have a vacuum cleaner for the pool, or they don't have a brush for the pool, or they just didn't have the time because yesterday was opening day for them. So but the lady in the office did do us a wonderful favor, because staying in the park at Elk Creek, I realized that you can't, if the temperatures are still dropping down into the 20s and 30s here at night. So the heat pumps will not do it when it's 20 and 30 degrees. They're good down to about 40 degrees, and that's it. So I run the heat pumps during the day, and at night I turn the boiler on. So I'm thinking, doggone, if we come down here, and originally we had I had booked a 30 amp site. So the 30 amp site, I can run one heat pump and it'll do okay. And the temperature, this with the sun being up in the day, it warms the RV pretty good. So we could have probably got by with that, doing the same thing that we're still having to do, because the heat pump still won't cool at night. I mean, won't heat at night. But we probably could have made do with it. But I asked her when we come in if she had a 50 amp site available, and she said the guy that was still standing there right in front of me had just traded the site that we're in, because he said he didn't like the site, and he didn't really need the 50 amp. He could do with a 30 amp. So and the site is nothing to write home about. It's pretty narrow. Most of them are narrow. So I'll kind of take you around, give you a little tour of the site. So I gotta go the other way, because my wife has already told me she don't want to be on camera this morning, because she just woke up. So, but our site goes, let's see, let me see if I can get you over here. I can't show you the whole site, but I can show you that our site goes right over here, and where that pedestal is at is where our site stops. And then the next site is over here, which there's nobody on. And so you can see, it gives you an idea. They're really long sites. There's enough length on them, and there is enough width. So you could realistically put 2 cars. If you had, like, you and your wife both, or your wife and your oldest son, or somebody, if you had 2 family members that drove 2 different cars, you could put your camper and 2 cars, and my camper's 45 foot long. So, and you can see my Jeep is still in there, and I got enough room for my golf cart on the back of the Jeep, but I actually have the golf cart parked on the side. So, but look at the doggone views. I tell you what, it's very nice here, and we're up on the hill in the back of the park. So we got a nice view of the valley over here, and mountain over there, reservoir down there, more mountains over there. It's just a beautiful spot. So yeah, so I'm gonna sit this right there so I can finish up. So y'all, if you get a chance to come to Gunnison, Colorado, it's a worthwhile adventure, especially if you like boondocking. The campground down the road is very nice, and we had a great time. I had a great time there, but the campground here has full hookups, and it's only 4 miles down the road. So, and Thousand Trails Park. So if you have Thousand Trails membership, you can get in for free. So, and it looks like a whole lot of people are enjoying it, because there was a lot of people here for the first day. So, y'all remember, when camping, take only photos, leave only footprints. We'll see you next time. Travel safe. I am Charlie. And don't forget to like and subscribe.